Welcome back, my friends. Thank you for joining me. We have moved back to the bench here, and just wanted to show you some of the progress that we're making here. So I went ahead and finished up one of the nacelles, and at this point, it just needs to be painted, repainted, and the seams need to be fixed first, then another painting on this. And painting this is going to be a little hassle because I do have to mask off some of the pieces that have previously been painted. But you know, we will move forward with that. I just wanted to kind of highlight a few things regarding the nacelle to make sure you're aware. But let me turn it on first, just so you can see, you know, where we're at with the lighting on this. Wiring that I put together myself, it's custom wiring, but it does the job. So you see the warp engine is turned on. You can see where we have, sorry, it's kind of loose right here. That's why that's blinking. I'll fix that up once I solder everything together. But you got a blue LED under this. So this is a clear piece, and the LED is actually blue. So not sure what it's translating into on the video, but it is blue in real life. The bottom, this is painted violet on the inside, so that's why it looks violet, but you have a clear strip of LEDs that are actually you know, shining to the back there. Let me just fix this real quick. There you go. All right, so the LEDs are like right here, and they're pointing behind this strip, so they're bouncing off of this side here. On this side, I've got, you know, I've got the an LED light facing this way, so it kind of gives you a little effect. Let me turn that light off, where you've got, you know, some light that's going to be on this black strip right here. Also on the back, on this fin, I made a little hole right here, so you can actually see where it's going to light up this area to highlight the NCC 1701, and put a little. So this is a little, you know, choo-choo train SMD, so those SMD lights that you buy for train sets. I put one here facing up, and there's one back here to light up these three little areas here. I didn't put the clear plastic piece in this. I left this open, and I'll just fill this in with canopy glue or some clear glue, micro clear or something, once we're done. There is a clear plastic part right here, and it's not on right now because this is going to blink. So I have the blinking negative not connected. It's going to be connected to the wire that runs into the control board in the saucer section to make this blink when everything turns on. This will blink, and then it blinks in time with the light at the very bottom of the secondary hull that blinks pretty fast. So that's there. And again, you know, we've got lighting or seam issues here. I do have two holes here that I haven't filled in, and there are two LEDs on this end right here as well. And so it's kind of like the end result of all the of everything, and I'm really happy with that. Let's see here. Gosh, I really am having problems with the wire that's connected to this light. All right, so that's what it's going to look like. Let me go ahead and... So now the goal is to, you know, finish up the second nacelle. And then what I plan to do is I'm going to go ahead and paint everything and get these ready for production, so to speak, before I attach them to the secondary hull. So I will repaint, you know, repaint these, sand them, do whatever I need to do to make these smooth and presentable. And then I'll put the paneling on here and get it looking as best as I can before I put it on the body. Once I get it on the pylons, it's ready to go. I don't need to paint it or anything. That's kind of the plan right now. So just to kind of show you what it looks like on the inside, FYI, I just put a clear plastic piece right here that is, you know, you can see right here, and I use some of this canopy glue, evergreen canopy glue, to kind of hold it down. There's going to be a clear piece that goes right here, that blue lighted clear piece at the top of the nacelle, a clear piece that goes right here that's going to blink. And then as far as the fin, the lighting on the fin back here, basically I drilled this hole right here. You can see that. So I drilled this hole. Now these two were already part of the model kit, but this one is the one I drilled, and I'm going to run two of those small little SMDs through there, and they're going to come out on the other side. And basically the way this works is here's the little fin that where I modified it and used my clippers and kind of cut out a little hole right here. So one of the SMDs is going to stay right here facing up, and the other SMD, of course, it's going to run back behind here and come out, and I'm just going to glue it in here somewhere, and it'll light up these three little lights here. So I think it's going to look cool. I think it's going to be great. And once the whole ship is done, and the trick is going to be, I forgot to mention that this piece at the end is a photo etch piece. It's brass photo etch for the detail that's on here. And that was really tough to get glued in because I had to kind of coordinate between this fin and slide it in. And it was just and then of course put these two halves together. So it was a kind of a hassle, but the bigger hassle too is going to be repainting all this. So that's going to be a crazy hassle because I'm going to put some putty on here and repaint and mask all this off so that the paint job that I've already done, I don't mess it up. Of course, if I mess it up, I'll just have to repaint that as well, but that's not a big deal. Okay, so this is where we're at, my friends. So, you know, as far as any modifications, again, this hole here, the modification on the fin right here, everything else, you know, is kind of going to be the same. I'm just going to follow the instructions on this instruction sheet and put all these pieces in where they need to be, and get that going. So let me go ahead and install the grills and show you that part real quick. All right, and there you have it. It's installed and just needs to dry out. By the way, I'm going to go ahead and glue this in so that I can take the tape off. Let me just make sure this works before I permanently glue that in there. Yep, no problem there. Yep, she looks good. Let's do that. All right, so you've got a light that is glued down and ready to go. And these wires will just come out through here. And I'll make sure that they're locked down with some more glue here. But this is going to be good. It's going to be good. Okay, my friends. So that's it for the nacelles. You know, you're going to see that putting them together, it looks like it's pretty easy. Even if you're not lighting this up, I will tell you that they are. It's a little difficult to do. It is something. There's a lot of like if you're not lighting it up, you don't have to worry about any of this. You don't have to worry about drilling a hole, all that. You just put it together as is, right? But there's a lot of fine tuning that needs to be done. Like, you're still going to have the seams. You're still going to have to worry about coordinating all this and using a lot of putty and sanding and painting. So got to be real careful with that. So the kit itself, like this particular, it's like having like 4 or 5 kits in one. That's why it's so expensive, because you're literally building this piece, and this itself could be a model that you're building. And it takes time and effort and work. And then you've got to do this one. And then you've got to do the pylons and the secondary hull and the neck and the saucer. So there's all kinds of painting and sanding and putty and all kinds of things involved in building this particular model, which is why it takes a lot of time. And then on top of the painting, if you're doing the paneling, the Aztec paneling like we're doing, it takes even more time. So it is one of those big monster models that takes a lot of effort. But in the end, you'll be very happy with the result. I know I will be. All right, that's it for this update. As always, please don't forget to like and subscribe. It is much appreciated. But I'm going to continue to work on this model and bring you updates and show you what I'm doing, okay? I plan to show you a video of what the inside of this looks all wired up. So stay tuned for that. And that might be a shorter video, but I'll give you an update on that when I'm out to finish with, before I put this two together, okay? All right. Thanks again, and I hope you have a great new year, and we'll see you soon.